Hey guys, Naz here with a really quick little tutorial. This tutorial is going to cover how to fix tiny little cuts in Minky. So I don't know if you've ever had the problem when you're sort of doing embroidery and you're cutting away the stabilizer off the back of the Minky and you accidentally make a teeny tiny little snip in the back of the Minky. It's a huge pain and I find that you can use a ladder stitch to fix it, but then you're going to have sort of those pinches and marks of the thread going in and out of the fabric. So this is a little way that I've come up with to fix, tiny little cuts in our Minky that we might have made by accident, or even if your Minky has arrived and maybe you've made a plush out of it, not to notice that maybe it already had a little bit of damage before you started to sew it together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to reinforce the back of our Minky with another smaller piece of Minky. So you're just going to cut the Minky out of the same colour, just cut like a tiny little square that's just a little bit bigger than the size of the hole that you're fixing. You're then going to flip the Minky that has the hole in it so the wrong side is facing you, and we're going to apply just a very small amount, like a whisper of hot glue, all around the edges. You don't want to actually get them into the hole that you've accidentally snipped, but you just want to make sure that you have enough hot glue all around the edge, and then we're going to press that little square of excess Minky and we're going to put that fluffy side down into that hot glue, and you're sort of going to push it and smudgel it until it's sort of well squished in there, and you're trying to sort of blend it so that there's not really any big hard lumps of hot glue. You want to sort of really massage it and push it down as much as you can, give it a little bit of a wiggle, obviously being careful not to burn yourself with the hot glue. Now this has sort of fixed the problem of the hole, but you can sort of still see the hole a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to apply some flocking, which is something that I've been playing with a lot lately. So flocking is just sort of loose fibres applied into a glue. So you're going to take your Minky and you're going to take a sharp pair of scissors and you're just going to sort of harvest the fluff of the Minky into a pile. Obviously don't do this off the plush that you've actually already sewn together. Do this off a scrap piece of Minky in the same colour. But you can see that I've just harvested a whole bunch of yellow. And what you're going to do is you're going to put just a tiny little bit of hot glue over the hole. And then you're going to take these loose fibres and you're going to press and smudge and massage them into that hole there. And this is going to sort of fill in the hole. And it's not an absolute perfect way to fix it. If you look very carefully, you're still going to be able to see that there's a little bit of difference in the texture of the Minky, but it really can be applied very well and almost seamlessly, and sort of unless someone's looking for it, they're not going to be able to tell, especially if you're doing just a very small section. In this application here, I probably applied a little bit too much hot glue. You really only need just enough to cover the hole that you're trying to sort of patch. So I'll go over again with the second piece and just to show you one more time, but you can see that it's sort of blended in where that hole was, and especially if you've got other details going on around it and you sort of, it's a busy looking plush, you're really not going to notice that little detail there where you've filled in that hole. So here it is one more time, just in quick speed. So apply a little bit of glue on the back, apply your patch, being careful of the hot glue, apply just a teeny little bit of hot glue on the hole and press in those Minky fibres. So this definitely will give you better results with practice. Definitely have a go practicing before you do it on sort of a final finished plush, but there you can sort of see how you can blend in where there might have accidentally been a hole put into your plush. So I hope you guys found this helpful. It's just a little tip that I came up with recently. Applying these sort of loose fibres into glue is really good for blending in like seam edges in different sort of scenarios when you might be using mixed media. But anyway, I hope you found it useful and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!